Oh man.
How do I get to my thing where I'm not? What the? I guess it'll stream, but I can't. This is stupid. So I can stream, but it's not going to be available for 24 hours. So I can post it tomorrow, I guess, which is stupid. Fuck it, I'll put it on Twitch.
Well, if it streams tomorrow, I don't think that's a big deal for us. To tell
I
you the
mean, we
truth.
can do it to like we can do our part tonight, and then just it'll be uploaded for tomorrow.
Yeah,
It just
that's
be
right.
it just be delayed, not live.
Yeah, it just they won't be a live
Yeah,
one until
fuck it.
tomorrow. All right, I
That's
don't know
cool.
where Dino is, but if you want to call him real quick, T, or if not, we can just go ahead and start it. It don't matter to me. Cause I know you trying to be done and shit. I know you ain't trying to be on here. Shit.
2 minutes left.
T, you calling him or not?
Do 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 do.
I don't know what's going on.
He ain't answer, man.
All right, let's go. All right, welcome back again. I know this is a little bit different. We are on my personal YouTube channel. Something's going on. I can't get to the Junkies one, so right now we're just gonna upload it here. You're probably gonna hear this a day late. It's Wednesday today. You probably won't hear it till tomorrow, Thursday. But I got two of the other commissioners with me, just like last time. Not sure where Dino is. Hopefully everything's good with him. But I got my boy T with me,
What's up, junkies?
and I got the homie Riggs with me.
Go down, people.
All right, man. Before we start, you know how we like to start at the top of the top of the top, and that's going over rules. Guys, if y'all don't know how to read, let us know so we can get you in touch with somebody that can read for you. Because it makes no sense that we've had two rule violations within the first 2 weeks of the year and stuff that was very simple to read. You cannot move certain players to certain positions, and you can't be moving players on the field during the game. It's that simple. We're not, as you can see already, we're not kidding this year. We're not gonna do this whole, well, maybe they didn't know, and we're gonna give it. Nope, you violate, you get it right then and there. You get a suspension, you get whatever happens, and that's what it is. You don't like it, not my problem. That's just straight up. It's not hard to read the rules, man. It's not hard to read the rules. Our rules are fairly simple. I don't think there's anything hard about the rules. We let you guys play the way you want to play for the most part, but we're trying to keep it even and competitive. I know people will be like, but that's how they do it on a real football field. They move. That's fine, but that's not what we do here. You want to move your
This
user
is
around?
fine.
You want to move your user around and keep them set somewhere? That's fine. We don't mind that, but you're not going to move 11, all 11 players to a different spot and then hope you catch somebody in a glitch, because that's how glitch stuff happens. There's a reason why we do this. I mean, if we got to spell it out for you, that's fine. It's because glitches happen that way. And that's how you get nano blitzes and things of that nature. Madden has it in the game where you can move your linebackers, linemen, and everything with a push of a button. It's that simple. Manually, no. There's nothing else to be said about it. And as far as players moving players from one position to another, I know real rosters may say something in real life, but we're going based off of what position they're at in Madden. That simple. Anything else? Any other questions you got? Again, you have 4 different commissioners you can reach out to and ask if you got a question. More than likely, we're gonna refer you back to the pinned announcement on the page where the rules are at. That's simple. We appreciate you guys getting your games in. We see everybody reaching out, trying to get game set. And understand, if you're trying to tank this year because you looked at the draft class and it looks good and you want the player out of there, you're going to be called out on it. We said we're not doing tanking this year. We want guys to play the games and be competitive. If you lose, that's fine. But you're going to play your games. It's not going to be, oh, I'm going to just pretend to give a time and then I won't show up, or I'm going to beat around the bush with a time. No, it's not going to be that. We have a waiting list. Y'all know folks want to play in Junkies. We have a waiting list. We will remove you and find somebody that will play and be competitive. It's that simple. If you give us a heads up, we can put you on auto. A great example would be the Colts. He knew he was going on vacation. He let us know. We put him on auto. He's taking some losses. It is what it is. But he let us know. He's not tanking because he's just not available to play. That's fine. But what we're not going to do is every week see you not reach out to anybody and then pretend and give vague times and not play your game. Or wait till the last second to try to play and think the commission's going to be like, nah, we're just going to sim it. Nope, that's not how it's going to work this year. You don't want to play the games. You don't want to be in the league. If you don't have time, that's fine. Nobody's forcing anybody to stay here. But for the people that are in this league, we want everybody to have a competitive game. A fun time being competitive. This isn't tank because, oh, there's a college name I see out there and, oh, these guys, I want this, this, and that. That's not how this goes. That's simple. Anything else to add as far as
Some of y'all
guys?
was doing that before the names came out.
Hello. But y'all got anything else to add?
And don't wait till the day of advance to try to schedule your game, man.
That's not in the 24-hour rule. You have 24 hours. You have a full day from advance to schedule your game. Like T said, not the day of. And don't be, oh, my opponent reaches out to me. Reach out to them. It's not hard. You can find them on the page. You can tag them in a post. If you can't, you can ask a commissioner, say, hey, can one of y'all tag this person? We'll figure out a way to get them tagged and get the communication rolling. But waiting until the last minute is not the way to work it. Because you had too many of those, and we'll find somebody that knows how to communicate with people. Again, it's that simple. You got 4 guys here that have been working this league, working in leagues as commissioners and other leagues coming together to do this league for the last few years. We kind of got a grasp on what works and what doesn't. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right, moving on from that. Told you last week we would do our predictions. We're in week 5. We're a quarter of the way through. We can go through the stand. We'll just go NFC, AFC standings right now. In the AFC, we got 3 undefeated teams in the Ravens, Titans, Jets, Texans, Bengals at 1 at 3-2, 1 at 3-1. So I mean, those are some new guys. I mean, some familiar faces, some new guys in those positions. AFC looking pretty competitive. It's not looking too top heavy. I mean, the Ravens obviously with Riggs at the helm is going to be tough to beat. The Titans are looking pretty decent. The Jets, Anthony Gray has the Jets looking well, but then you go from Texans down, it's competitive. A lot of 2-2 teams. So the AFC is going to be tough. On the NFC side, you got 4 teams undefeated. The Eagles 4-0, Panthers 4-0, Bears 4-0, Seahawks 5-0, and then the Bucks 3-1. So you gotta it's kind of looking a little top heavy there. Looks like some things are panning out. You look like you got some guys trying to run away with their divisions. The Eagles in the East, Panthers in the South, Bears in the North, and the Seahawks in the West. But there's like some good competitive teams coming up behind them. I think it's going to be a good next 4-game stretch to see who does what. We definitely got to have a competitive game. I believe they're scheduled tomorrow. The Eagles and Jets, both undefeated. Somebody's leaving with a loss. But as far as the AFC, Riggs, who you got in the AFC right now? You think it's going to kind of pan out the way it is, how it's looking right now?
Yeah, I see the Titans run away with their division. Texans just took another loss. Jets, their division, That's a dub as I'm counting so far. Even though his offense isn't scoring much, he's playing a defensive game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's pretty much a toss up. I'm still not gonna count myself,
I mean, you
but
got a matchup probably coming up soon against the Bengals, and that's Jim
yeah,
Dobbs, and he's looking pretty good at 3-1. So he's putting something together out there.
yeah. Well, I got the Steelers this week, so you never know how Madden is.
True.
Fuck around, have
True.
15 injuries.
Yeah, you just might. Like you said, you never know. T, what you think about the AFC? You think it's pretty much locked the way it is after these first four, or there's some teams that is able to make a run?
I think I'm not gonna count the Dolphins out in the AFC East.
Absolutely, I was gonna say the same thing.
Oh, he is 2-2.
Don't
Yeah,
don't 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 sleep on the Dolphins, man,
yeah,
cause
yeah,
he trying to figure out some things with that team.
Oh no, he figured it out.
yeah,
He, no,
Yeah, and I think
his scheme
don't
works.
yeah
yeah,
don't count the Dolphins out in the AFC East.
yeah. Absolutely,
He's
absolutely.
gonna take some L's just off the overall rating from his team.
Yeah, I would
That's
definitely
what's
say
gonna
that as
happen.
a person that just played them in 2 weeks in week two.
I had him week one.
Week two, I mean, it took me a last second, big play to win that game, but he definitely has that team ready to do some things. So, like T said, look out for the Dolphins and the Jets in that division. That's going to be a fun division
Hey,
between those two
hey,
teams.
the one division that's really a toss up is the AFC West. Damn,
I
almost
was
all
just
their quarterbacks have injuries. The
I
Chiefs
was
and the
just
Raiders quarterbacks have injuries.
I was just looking at that.
Wow, yeah, because that division is definitely going to be that could possibly be a 7-9, 8-8, or 9-7 type of division coming out of there, taking a spot from a team that may be 12-2 or 12-4, 10-5, 10-6, something like that. You could definitely
Shit, they
see
could
something
have
like
too
that
that come
happen.
out. 'Cause we didn't see Mook hit a streak and get a lot of dubs in a short amount of time.
Very true, very true. So the AFC West is definitely, they keep it competitive over there. I think that's going to be a fun division to watch. I don't think they've had many division games yet. Nope. So it's going that I think that a lot of their games come the second half of the season. So that's going to be fun to watch there. That's going to be a good time in that division. Um, I think I gotta agree with what everybody said. I think the Ravens with Riggs, he's figuring out his scheme. Titans are tough. I'm not gonna count the Texans out though. Within
I
that
look,
division,
look, Loki, I'm not counting the Jags out when he come off his little suspension.
suspension.
I'm not gonna
Yeah, the
count him out on
Jags. The
that.
Jags have been faring pretty well in their head-to-heads before his violation. So I'm not going to take anything out of that. And like T said, the Dolphins are definitely a team to watch in that NFC East or AFC East rather. So I think we could see some things happen. I don't know if the Bengals definitely have a roadblock with the Ravens, but if they can come out of those two games either splitting or keeping them close and beating the other guys in their division, I think they'll be fine because the Browns are 0-4. So I don't know what's going on with that Browns team, to
He was
be
trying to have a
honest.
fire sale at the beginning of the season.
Browns are 0-4 and Steelers are 0-4. So I don't know if they're tanking the tank or what's going on there. So we'll see what happens with those two teams. But if the Bengals can win a few division games, I think they might be able to play for a wild card. Because I got the Ravens winning it, but I think they could play for a wild card for sure. And that's a
I
shout out to
like
Jim
I like to
Dobbs.
say something about the Steelers, man. Number one, he's not actually playing on his home system or whatever. Uh, he's actually out west, and I think he out there trying to do some things, man. I think once he come back home and focus more, I look for him to probably try to make a run though. But right now, I know he's focused on other things outside of the game. I will say
I,
that on his behalf.
Well, I understand
I'm not
that,
even gonna lie. Playing away games is tough, especially if you playing
I hear
off
you.
Wi-Fi.
I hear y'all, and I understand. You know, we got to put that into effect. But I'm going just off of gameplay, and he's on 4. That's all I got. He's on 4. I understand what you're saying, and focusing on other stuff. That's fine. We all focus on other stuff outside this game. This podcast is strictly about what's going on within the game, and that team is on
But you
4.
know how hard it is to play on
I hear
a hotel Wi-Fi or something like that, man.
I hear you. I hear you, brother. But if you want to play in the league, and this is how you can play. You better figure it out. Because if he's playing on hotel Wi-Fi, what does his opponent have to deal with? His opponent probably dealing with lag too. Because the Wi-Fi, the connection goes down to whoever has the weaker connection, and if Madden can hold on to it. So I hear what y'all saying. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going based off of the game, and the man is on 4. If he makes a run, more power to him. But he got to go through them Ravens, and that Bengals team is 3-1 right now. So you better figure it out. And I think the Bengals and Steelers played already, haven't they?
Yep. He lost by 5.
Hey, it's a tough loss, but a loss is a loss. Trust me, I know. I had a loss last week I shouldn't have had against the Saints. But a loss is a loss, and a win is a win.
Yeah.
We're going to turn to the NFC. Like we said, man, looking top heavy over here. Looks like, some guys are trying to run away with it, respectively, in each of their divisions. We know the NFC East belongs to the Cowboys, so I'm not too worried about the Eagles being 4-0. Panthers being 4-0. He can't find no offense. He's supposedly playing a big defensive game. He better find some offense, though. Bears can't find no offense. They're playing defense. A lot of defensive teams this year. Seahawks obviously playing with a good defense. They're 5-0. I haven't really got to sit down and watch anything they've been doing, so who knows? Who knows? But I think the teams that are behind them, there's opportunities
Who's the
for guys
Seahawks?
to make runs. I don't know.
Cornell Green, ain't he?
There you go.
I think it's Cornell Green.
And Germany's the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he lost today.
Well, he couldn't get too many forced wins.
I'm not going to count the Giants out of the NFC East, but it was like he may have came down to earth. I think people are starting to pick up on what he's doing. He's 2-2. Cowboys are 2-2. But again, I think they took one bad loss versus the Saints that shouldn't have happened, and the Giants got them week 1. Falcons are 3-2. They're still trying to find offense. I don't think Matt Ryan's going to be there too much longer. It looks like the Seahawks pretty much probably going to run that division. Rams are 2-3. 49ers are 1-2. Cardinals are 1-3. I don't see anybody trying to catch the Seahawks right now. I do know we probably did see somebody trying to tank, but they got called out on it as far as in the NFC West, so we'll see what happens there. What do y'all guys think? Think it's going to pan out like it is? You think anybody's going to stay undefeated on this side?
I don't think anybody's gonna get undefeated. I feel like Panthers they probably go with. They probably have like 2 losses.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way he's running his division.
Right.
Well, right. I don't know. Trey Charles is kind of tough. So
the Bucks are right there. They're 3-1. So it's not like the Bucks
so,
aren't too far behind.
That's probably like his most competition in his division. Seahawks. Haven't really seen him play.
Yeah, but I don't think he has much.
That whole division is hurt.
Yeah, because Deion Townsend ain't doing nothing with the Niners. Yeah.
He made a blockbuster trade and traded for Brissett and traded Garoppolo away to
which I don't understand, but I don't understand that. But hey, to each his own. He's building his team.
Oh, he traded him to the Chiefs.
The Bears look like they might run away with that division. I don't know what's going on in the North. T, you want to speak on that?
Packers, they got to figure out how to play defense.
Okay.
Once they figure out how to play defense, they gonna be all right. Cause
Not the worst in the division.
They can score, and if you can see, they lead the division in scoring, but they can't play no defense. They give up too many long
Technically, the Vikings
passes
lead y'all by one.
and long runs. So
Yeah, I hear you.
they
I hear
always
you.
play the Bears tough. So we look to see them again and the
No
Vikings
doubt,
again.
no doubt. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting in the North. I mean, like I said, it looks like the Bears trying to run away with it, but I wouldn't count the Vikings or Packers out because that was
I
definitely a
think that,
defensive game. But Bears and Vikings, it was 3-0. It don't get more defensive than that, unless you two
Right.
nothing with a safety. So the
That was
Bears
a
are definitely
sloppy game.
the Bears are definitely looking for some sort of offense. The Vikings seem to have some defense, but they got pieces for offense. So I don't know if the Bears just got a great defense and a good defensive minded coach. But we'll see what happens there. Because 3-0 wins ain't gonna get it for you. That's
and I
not gonna
would
get it.
I would like to say I'm sending a shout out to the Eagles. I just want them to know they got away with one.
For sure. Dallas will get them back for you after they take care of you tonight. But Dallas will get them back for you.
Cool. Ho, 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 ho.
But I mean, the South, I'm not going to count out anybody. The Saints got a nice little win over the Cowboys, which segue us into hot trash of the week. I definitely got to give it to the Cowboys. They were 2-1 and lost to the 0-3 Saints. I mean, you can't do that. They should have had a better showing.
That game had Madden written all over it because you talked a lot of shit. Madden heard you.
Yeah,
DDA heard you talking shit.
probably. But
But I'm not.
a win is a
The
win.
one. No, I watched the game. But I can't. I can't overlook the Saints.
Yeah, he had some
That
nice. He had some nice plays.
he went to his playmakers in the time that he needed, and it
He
worked.
absolutely did. He absolutely did. He absolutely did. So I'm not taking nothing away from the Saints. A win is a win. We just know as an organization we feel some sort of way about that game. But hey, those are the games you either bounce back from and get better, or you start sliding away. So we'll see what happens this evening when they go up against the Green Bay Packers. But I think the
Damn, the Seahawks is
NFC,
putting up points.
yeah, I think the NFC. I would say Seahawks only because the rest of their division is trash. I think they'll run. They could probably run away with that. I think they'll still have some. I don't think they'll
That
go
defense is
undefeated,
so nice.
but I think they'll run their division. Bears. It just depends, like you said, man. If the Packers can find some defense, it may be something different out there. Even though they're 0-4, I mean, it's only the first quarter of the season, so I mean, it's still a long season to go. Panthers, we'll see what happens when he faces the Bucks. I think that'll tell the tale of the tale for both those teams. The Falcons are in that mix, but I'm not too impressed with anything they're doing because they got too many playmakers to only put up 90 points and give up 94 points. So I don't know what's going on there. Eagles,
What the Falcons?
yeah,
You know his game style.
yeah. Well, you better figure something else out because that ain't gonna cut it. That ain't gonna cut it. The Eagles, I'm just gonna say I don't know who they really played. I know he is putting up more points than he did last year. He seems to have found some sort of rhythm offensively. But again, I think in 2 weeks he has the Cowboys. We'll see what he's really made of there because he has a struggle with the Cowboys. If you know the rivalry there, Cowboys, those are his children. So he has to come see dad soon enough. Um, so that's right now. I would say that's the most we'll give you guys on what we think we get week 8. We'll be able to give you our mid-season report. We look forward to doing that. We look forward to hearing from you guys. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some of you guys on this show for that when we come back to that one, specifically for the midweek time. I know we'll be back next week. We obviously won't be at week 8, but definitely trying to get you guys to come on, get some of you guys on here to, 14-11 versus the Texans was the win.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I guess it's some good defensive games, man.
nah, it's just trash
This ain't like
offense.
last, man.
It's
Ain't like
trash
last,
offense.
man. Everybody coming out
Trash
with
offense.
different schemes.
Trash
Whole lot of
offense.
different schemes. Hey, you get trash offense, you get good calls, you get belt out plays. It's mad, man.
We'll hit a couple re-signs. Texans re-signed DJ Reader, 5 years, $39.8 million. Giants re-signed Corey Coleman, 3 years, $11 million. 49ers had a couple re-signings with Eric Armstead, 4 years, $29 million, and Matt Breida, 6 years, $58 million. Now, Matt Breida of old gets hurt. I don't know about this Madden. Would you have paid 6 years, 58 for him?
Oh, it's kind of young, maybe.
Ooh,
But tell you the truth, I wouldn't have signed on nothing right now if I
yeah,
only got
it's
one
early.
win. I only got
Yeah,
one win.
right, right. Chargers
I don't
re-signed.
know. I don't know. He might try to use it for a trade piece later.
But then why? Yeah, okay, that's true. Chargers re-signed Hunter Henry, 4 years, $32 million, one of the better tight ends in the league, and Austin Eckler, 5 years, $30 million. That's not a bad re-signing, especially if he's trying to move Gordon. I know he does have him on the trade block. He said it's gonna cost you though. Seahawks re-signed Jadeveon Clowney to only 4 years, but and for $74 million. That's a lot of money for 4 years.
Yeah, that sounds like a default one.
Yeah, and they re-signed Ezekiel Ansah to 2 years, $20 million. Buccaneers kept Shaquille Barrett for another 5 years, $45 million. Packers re-signed Blake Martinez 4 years, 5 years, $38 million. Kevin Drake isn't going anywhere anytime soon. 4 years, $22 million to stay in Miami. Jets re-signed two big re-signings. Robbie Anderson, 4 years, $42 million, and Leonard Williams, 3 years, $38 million. I don't know why you wouldn't have tried to get Leonard Williams for longer, but to each their own, I guess. Ooh, Chiefs got Tyreek back for 4 years, $76 million, and Chris Jones, 3 years, $35 million. They paid some hefty prices for guys that are still gonna be in their prime. That's a hefty price. Cowboys got Byron Jones for another 5 years for $82 million, and Amari Cooper for another 5 years for $81 million.
Redskins had a good re-signing.
Brandon Scherf for 7 years, 94.6, but that's a big time right guard. So those are the type of guys you want to keep around, and he definitely gave him some money because he's young. He's probably what, 24, 25,
Might be around 20, yeah, 25, 26.
somewhere in there. Yeah, that's not a bad re-signing at all. Definitely know you got a solidified right guard spot. So those are the big re-signings that we saw these last couple weeks. Few trades happened. The Redskins traded Vincent Smith to the Bears for a 2021 third round pick. Jimmy Garoppolo went to the Chiefs. 2021 fourth round pick, 2021 second round pick. And the biggest trade that happened in the last couple weeks, Cardinals traded Patrick Peterson to the Cowboys for a 2020 second round pick. Basically a Subway sandwich.
Cowboys did what?
Traded for Patrick Peterson from the Cardinals and only spent a
Oh
second
yeah.
round 2020 second round pick. Basically a
Okay.
Subway $5 foot long
Yeah.
for Patrick Peterson. So you'll see him. You'll see who he is. You'll see who he is too. Who is playing stuff on the phone?
That's T on his phone.
Oh, that's me, man. My bad.
Every week, every week. But those are
Man,
Hey,
signs
hey,
and trades.
cause
wait, wait.
I'm waiting on you, and it's getting late. I'm waiting on
Uh,
you.
okay, we're trying to wrap up now,
Hey,
brother.
hey,
I'm
bro.
trying
Hey,
to
y'all
wrap
calm
up.
down. One other quick thing. I understand a lot of injuries going on, but y'all are doing a whole bunch of releasing and signing players. A lot of transactions going on right now. Can y'all simmer that down just a little bit? Because I'm not mistaken. I don't know the rules right off the bat, but some people getting real close.
Yeah, it's 2 per week, but you guys, like you said, that's counts as signings when you're doing releases and then re-signing somebody because you don't want to pay them new contracts. That counts. So I don't know what's going on there, but you guys got to get it together. Um, I know some guys took big injuries and things like that.
Hey,
That's Madden.
hey, bonehead move for a signing. Deontay Foreman has an injury. He's out for at least probably like what? Let's say another 5 weeks with a torn tricep. We
Yeah,
couldn't reset that one for some reason. I don't know. Cardinals signed him off the Texans practice squad.
they did. Oh, yep,
Yeah,
he
he
wasn't
did.
here. Well, I mean, he must have felt he needed him.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have took him if he wasn't hurt.
Yeah. Cowboys did sign Mike Weber off of the Jaguars practice squad, so we seen some guys get signed. Spencer Ware got signed. Nate Hairston, Chase
Well, why did I
Daniels
get
with them.
upset? That's not even me.
Well, that's what he
Because you
chose to
said the
do.
Jaguars. I'm thinking
Yeah,
I'm the force to have it. Oh my god.
yeah. But all right, folks, we'll wrap it up here, man. Another short one. Don't want to keep you guys too long. Hopefully, I'll get the YouTube back up running the right way. Until then, you can always check it out here on my personal channel. We will have a link for you on the page soon enough. Um, any final words, guys? Riggs?
Thank you guys for getting your games played. Y'all ain't do no stupid trades yet, besides one. But make sure y'all schedule y'all games in. Read the rules. Stop doing silly shit.
Yep. T?
Good luck, everybody.
No doubt, no doubt. Final words from me. We are a quarter way through the season. There's still time for some of you guys to come up from the basement to the top floor, man. Don't count yourself out. Figure some things out. Get some practice in. It's okay to run some games online with other people. Do what you got to do. We want to see everybody be competitive. Don't become the cellar dweller. Don't become the stat game guy. The one everybody looks forward to because you're on their schedule and some stats they can put up. So we'll see what happens, man. Reading is fundamental. Please read the rules. It takes you 2 minutes, if that. Just know if you think you're doing
If you
something
don't
that
get
don't
it,
sound right, look it up before you do it. If you don't understand it, you have 4 commissioners you can hit up. We will answer your question some way, somehow, in a timely manner. It will get answered. So please understand that. But again, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all getting your games played. Again, don't wait till the last second. 24-hour rule. Get the games scheduled. Play your games in 48. All right, we will holler at y'all again next week. We appreciate you tuning in. You know how I end it. How about them Cowboys?